One of the reasons I prep is to have an extended food pantry. And that means I don't have to run out to the grocery store or have my husband run out to the grocery store at the last minute because I don't have something I need for a recipe. Well, one of the things I usually don't store is whipping cream because it just ends up going bad in my refrigerator. But I found this Trader Joe's whipping cream and it's shelf stable. It will keep for 6 months on the shelf. I mean, you have to look at the expiration date, but most people say it goes about 6 months past the expiration date. So a great thing to have in your extended pantry. Now, what do you use it for? Well, of course, some cream in your coffee. That's always a good idea. But you can also use it for ingredient in making cream sauces or cream soups. And of course, you can make whipping cream. And I'm going to show you today, you can make butter. And you can even make ice cream with this. So let's get started. If you live in Idaho or Utah or maybe someplace out west, you can probably get the Gossner version of whipped cream. It comes in quart size and it's 3 something a quart, which is a pretty good value, except it takes me a while to use a quart of whipping cream. But unfortunately, I don't have that option, and I really don't want to buy a whole case because I just won't go through that in 6 months. And you can get a whole case online for, I think it's $33. I'll put a picture up here. So we do have a Trader Joe locally, and I am able to get the 8-ounce size at Trader Joe's for $1.29. And I kind of like it. It's kind of a retro packaging, and expiration date is on the top. And you have your ingredients here. And your ingredients is basically just cream and a seaweed additive that adds some viscosity to it. So pretty simple, but it is not organic. Now, before you use this, if you're going to make whipping cream or butter or something, ice cream, you want to chill it. Chill it overnight is best. And of course, if you're going to make whipping cream, no matter what you use, it's best to use a metal bowl and chill that also. So we'll get started. We'll pour in this cream. And I did have a little taste with my finger, and it tastes good. I guess I should say, milk is not one of my favorite things. Really don't like it unless maybe it's in ice cream form. I like yogurt, not milk. But this is nice and creamy. Get it all out here. Now, if you were making whipping cream, about 2 minutes into this, you would add 1 tablespoon powdered sugar and 1 tablespoon vanilla or any other flavoring you wanted to use. And of course, you could do this with a hand mixer, but I've got arthritis right here in that hand, and that would take quite a while. So why not use my KitchenAid? So let's get started to make butter. Right here we have a nice whipping cream texture, but we're going to go beyond this. Stop it just a minute and scrape down the sides. Just make sure we're getting it all. It's tasting buttery actually already. Okay, put it back in. And now you can see the chunks. But what we have to do now is separate the butter from the liquid. Put this here. And let's get this all here. See how chunky it is? Kind of like soppy scrambled eggs. doing is draining it. And then we're gonna wash it a couple times to make sure we get all of that buttermilk off it, because otherwise it can go rancid pretty fast. I'll be back after I do that. I'll try to bring this a little closer. Can you see it? We've drained it well. I've washed it twice with water. Now we're just gonna form it. Take some. See? Pat it a little here. Squeeze out as much water as you can. Shouldn't say water, I should say buttermilk, right? Okay, got a nice little bit go right there. Let's get the rest of it. Whoa, this squirted all over, didn't it? Easier doing this over the sink, but hard to do when you're making the video. Okay, so now of course you could shape it in any shape you want. Just putting it in these jars. And when you put it in the refrigerator, it's going to get really hard. But if you have one of those butter dishes, you know, that you add water to and you can keep it out in the open, this will be just fine, because we rinsed off all that buttermilk, which, look at my hands. Here's the amount of buttermilk left that you can use in a recipe. So, this was kind of fun, and we actually did make butter from it, and tastes good. And you know, by making butter this way, you can decide how much salt you want. And it's really, really good. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you found this video helpful, and that you too will store some shelf-stable whipping cream, be it Gossner's or Trader Joe's. This is Prepper Potpourri saying please subscribe, share the knowledge, and as always, thank you so much for subscribing.